E.Ewing, current world number 5, going up against J.Vaughan, ranked number 13 in the WSL Championship Tour. Miguel, I'm sure you've surfed against these two enough. Here's your start for Ewing. This came through at a 4.67.
Oh, just annihilating the rail. Unbelievably powerful out there on that. But this is Joel. You know, this is the kind, he does that kind of above the lip surfing that we're all here to see, that we just saw in that last heat. So I think that'll be the separation between him and Ethan. What do you think, Miggy?
Yeah, definitely, especially with...
Well, yeah, one of the main reasons he got on the championship tour was a huge alley-oop he did right here at the Challenger Series not too long ago. Will he find that ramp again? We sure hope so. That'll make this a really fun heat. I mean, you look at these strengths and weaknesses of the D2 surfers. Of course, Ewing, probably the best on-rail surfer on the championship tour. And as I say that, that's what you call a commentator curse. Slips out. How bumpy do you think it is out there right now? This is way different than when you surfed, which was only like an hour or two ago. And this air wind could play into the advantage of J.Vaughan right there. And that was light work, but still pretty cool.
I mean, that was as smooth as Miguel Pupo's style right there. That was pretty ridiculous. I mean, for him to technically, full lift off into the wind, right, pressing against it. The landing, though, was like as smooth as you could get.
Buttery.
Just looked like he just hot knifed it right through the butter. So maybe made it look too easy.
No, I mean, it came through a 6.67.
Okay,
so
yeah.
solid score for not a big wave. So for J.Vaughan, these airs are going to be his best friend as he's going up against one of the most technically sound surfers on the planet. Right there, uses the wind, perfect rotation, eyes the landing. I mean, crispy, clear, perfect air right there.
There wasn't even a foot adjustment.
No, straight into the turn.
Pretty cool.
Here we go with Ewing. The answer back.
Oh.
Well, that's what you're going to have to deal with when you're surfing against Ewing. Not only the most precise surfer on tour, but super powerful. Big hack right there from Ewing on a closeout section that was pretty critical.
This is a growler. I mean, raw, just pushing everything into it, right? And getting out in front of it in time so that you don't get gobbled up. That's hard.
That's gnarly, especially here with the bumps and, the backwash, and you see he's pushing the back foot right in the pocket. He almost caught the nose right there and then just came out kind of clean. I think that's pretty much about like a high 6, maybe a lower 6.
Well, Ewing just regained the lead there. Now we got a split peak. We're going to follow Ewing on his backhand. Tough turns to pull through there, but he does it with ease. We'll have to wait and see what J.Vaughan did on the right. We did see a quick look at the Banco de Surf fan pics. It was a wild-looking wave on the right for J.Vaughan, but the left for Ewing, well surfed. He comes through to 4.17. Reports Felipe Toledo. He's got the titles and all that stuff. 6% were on your side. So we want to thank those 6% of people who are Miguel Pupo believers. He made you proud.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Do you like being an underdog? Do you thrive on that a little bit?
Probably that 6% is like my mom, my dad, my sister, and my brother.
That's a good percent, though, right there.
It was just a big mountain to climb, and it was a hard one, That's why I was so emotional about it after, because it was such an important moment for me going towards the next few events and towards the goal I want to reach at the end of the year.
Broke it, or did he want to switch just to get on a different board? This is Joel's wave.
Outside about like 50 seconds to go, or even less than that. And then when I jumped off the ski, I saw a lump like out the back. So I was trying to get as close as I could off that sandbank out the back. So I was like,
here's what happened.
Nice wind up and absolutely attacked that thing. But he rode out of it. Did he?
As we see this replay, you got saved by the bell right there, Miguel. J.Vaughan, quick alley-oop into a series of turns. 4.47.
It just wasn't anything of substance on that wave. Even the air seemed like it was kind of a little funky. You know what I mean? It was it was technical, but I don't see the score going very high.
Yeah, I think he hit the lip instead of getting the pop. So I think I think he probably should have tried some rotator instead of alley-oop again, you know, because I don't know why it wasn't a 10, but yeah.
It was a 10. I gave you a Yeti. I gave you all kinds of cooler items, everything.
J.Vaughan, a little messy right there. But
I was watching that wave with Kelly Slater and Ross Williams.
Ocean goes a little docile. E.Ewing gets the edge with a 12.63 over J.Vaughan. Valiant effort there. Huge alley-oop for 6.67 for J.Vaughan. Definitely in the highlights package.